Today's tutorial is going to be a smoky, cool-toned halo eye. I have done a few cool-toned looks, but not very often on my channel, and because of the shirt that I'm wearing, I was kind of inspired to do something very cool-toned. Not only by my shirt was I inspired, but I was also inspired by a shade in the palette that I'm going to be using today. The palette I'm using today is the Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills in collaboration with Mario the makeup artist. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it is Kim Kardashian's famous makeup artist. I'm sure you guys know exactly who I'm talking about, but he did a collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills to create this beautiful palette right here. It is very neutral, but you do get a lot of variety that is extremely wearable. There is not only warm tones, but there are a few cool tone shades and two neutral colors that are wearable, but they're outside of the box from a typical brown or black neutral. So the shades that I used and the one that inspired me was this one right here. It's a very pretty slate gray blue type of shade, so I used this in the eye look along with a few other shades from this palette. I love the quality of these shadows. They're very buttery, very creamy, a lot more than usual for some reason, at least I find, because I do have a few other Anastasia palettes in my makeup drawer. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for any future videos, and don't forget to like this video as well. It would help me out tremendously. If you would like to see how I created this eye look and whole makeup tutorial, then please keep watching. So the first thing we're doing today is concealing underneath our eyes and the rest of the face. I'm using my handy dandy Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and this is in the shade medium, I believe. I first tap a few dots underneath the eyes, spread it out a little bit with my fingers, tap it in, and then I dab the rest of the product away with my beauty blender. I put the concealer above the cupid's bow on the chin as well as the forehead to highlight the rest of the face. Now I'm setting all of the concealer with my Airspun loose powder in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage, and I am patting it in with my damp beauty blender for a flawless finish. Now I am going into the Master Palette into the shade Lula, which is a beautiful cool toned transition shade, and I am very lightly building the color into my crease as well as buffing it on the inner and outer corner of the lid because we are going for a halo eye today. And as you can see, I am slowly building up the color. That way it blends out a lot more seamlessly since there isn't a matte shade that is lighter than this one in the palette. Next, I'm going into the shade Marina, which is a beautiful pinky champagne type of shade. I did not spray my brush with Fix Plus. This is just how shimmery and shiny it is on the lid by itself. I'm using my Sonia Kashuk number 110 concealer brush, which is a flat synthetic brush, and I'm using it to pat the product on the center of my lid, and I am slightly dragging the shadow towards the inner and outer corners to blend it with the transition shade. Now I'm going in with Claudia, which is that charcoal slate gray type of color, and I am putting it on the inner and outer corners of my eyes, as well as taking the tip of the flat shader brush and dragging it into my crease. And I used a flat brush because I wanted to pack on the color on the inner and outer corners. I find that with my pencil brush, which is a natural hair type of brush, it doesn't pack on the color as much as I want it to, and it actually produces a lot of fallout since these shadows are very soft. So I'm lightly going in and blending everything out with the blending brush that I used for the transition shade, and then I'm taking the same Lula shadow with a smudger brush. This one is from Eco Tools, and I'm putting it underneath the lash line to smudge it out a little bit. Then I'm going in to the shade Hollywood, which is a beautiful satin creamy golden shade, and I am applying it underneath the brow bone to highlight that area as well as the inner tear duct. And then I go in with ColourPop's gel eyeliner pot in the shade No Shame, which is a beautiful deep eggplant type of purple. I applied it to the upper lash line as well as the bottom lash line, and then I smudged the liner out with the Claudia shade from the eyeshadow palette. I applied my CoverGirl Super Sizer Mascara. I have been loving this lately. And then I applied the Flutter Lashes in the style Slayla. Next, I am applying my Rimmel Stay Matte Bronzer with the e.l.f. Blush Brush, and I'm using the tip of the brush to lightly dust on my bronzer, and it gives a very flawless airbrushed look to the cheeks. And then I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, believe it or not, and my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette in the darkest shade and lightly contouring my cheeks. This is the NYX Cosmetics Mauve Me Ombre Blush that I'm applying to the cheeks, and then I blend everything out with a flat powder brush with no additional products. And then I'm taking the MAC Sweet Peach Face Compact, the highlighter from that compact, and applying it to the cheekbones. Now I am taking Kylie Cosmetics Lip Kit in the shade Maliboo. I am first applying the lip liner and filling in the rest of the lips with that lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with the matte liquid lipstick. For some reason, the duo of the lip liner and the matte liquid lipstick makes this lipstick so comfortable, and I love the formula of both of the products together. I think it is the lip liner that is extremely incredible, because I have had problems with the matte liquid lipsticks crinkling on me when I don't have the lip liner underneath, but the duo together is incredible. So I highly recommend, if you do decide to pick up something from Kylie Cosmetics, make sure you pick up the lip kits and not the singles, because the pair together does do wonders. But that completes this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for any videos in the future, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye guys.
I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new.